run down why someone like myself is associated to both Fine and Festool, is that the parent business of Australia, Tool Technic Systems, bought Fine in Australia. However, globally, Festool and Fine aren't linked. Okay, so in Australia, the same parent company that own Festool own Fine. However, there is a very, very close relationship in Germany between the two brands, and they share a lot of technology.
Because they've been top of the list grinding wise, haven't they, for grinders?
Metal grinding, core drilling, metal cut-off saw, cold cut saws, very, very large range of of grinding as well. So again, it's a European high-spec tool. Absolutely.
Where do we go for those, by the way, for grinders? They still go through you, Josh?
Yeah. Can you get them in?
Yep. You can go.
I really like one.
Yep, absolutely through. Yep. No problem there at all. So, all right. So let's talk about Fine, obviously again, and linked to the timber, the flooring industry. So multi-masters or oscillating tools. Of course, this is another tool that I'm sure that you've all got in your kit. Clearly, there's many options, but Fine were the first ones to ever release and design this tool. And of more recent times, they've up-spec'd the product. Now, obviously, it's got all anti-vibration controls on it. There's full 18-volt cordless options. There's the multi-talent, which is more of a DIY building into a light industrial machine. It's really probably the old multi-master like 5, 6, 7 years ago. And then there's the multi-master, which we're showing today in both corded and cordless. And then there's also another version, which is the Supercut. So the Supercut obviously is a higher oscillation tool and a high wattage tool. So just giving the ability, if someone's needing some additional power, then there's 3 options within the range. So multi-talent, multi-master and Supercut. Probably one of the latest versions of the tool is probably the blade technology. So they've moved to Starlock and Starlock Plus, depending on the model of the tool that you're purchasing. So Starlock in our version here. So it's a Star 12 integrated locking system. So it's very, very quick to operate and very, very structural once it's locked into the housing. And then it just means that the blade is not offsetting or moving, okay, as well. So it gives you nice, clean, straight cutting. And you get obviously 30% longer wear out of your consumables with the quality of the blades. So just to give you a little bit of an indication, I mean, this is cordless clearly, so we can plug the battery in and we've got operation, we've got variable speed on the machine, we've got on and off. And if we are placing a blade on the machine, no matter what the blade is, and then we've got obviously standard timber blades, we do have bimetal blades, so if you're cutting skirting with obviously little nails and things like this, or even if you're cutting steel, there's designed steel blades. And then there's other specialty blades. So obviously we've got this radius blade as well, which is really easy to operate. And you've got something like a little scraper as well. I've just bought a little sample of today, but there's literally 60 to 70 blades in the range. So the machine's not only, let's say, designed for cutting, it's also a sanding machine with sanding capabilities as well. So if you are putting a blade onto this machine, you can line up your 12-hole star system and you can literally click the blade into place no matter what angle you need to do. So we'll just take this blade as an example and we can just reset this. Okay, to release the blade, I just lift the lever and the blade releases. And then again, I can just have the blade in any position and I can click it in and I'm ready to operate. Come over here and release it. Okay, so it's a very, very nice, simplistic, quick operation system. So, multitude of, you might be cutting, let's say, some holes for additional vents, power points, hosing, bathroom, could be a multitude of jobs. So I'll just give you an indication here on the power of this machine. M for the cordless operation. Now, with all oscillating tools, there's a little bit of a higher decibel to them. So, of course, earplugs or ear muffs are always another recommended safety feature, as well as glasses. So you can see it's pretty quick to operate, and then we can also pop our sanding attachments on. Our sanding heads, remember we spoke about these, so more designed for maybe getting into your corners rather than doing large surface areas. But again, we've got the ability to sand, cut. Another common application may be to cut back the architrave of your skirting, depending on the flooring size. So not quite. So again, I encourage you to have a go, feel the weight, the versatility of the machine. So it really is an overview on blades. So really, if you buy any blade, if you're only doing 10 cuts, you won't really see any difference. But once you do 20 to 50 cuts, that's when you see the difference. So on most of the, let's say, lower priced aftermarket blades, you're probably getting about 15 cuts, sometimes if you're hitting some nails, okay? Where on these blades, you'd be getting 70 to 100 cuts, okay, depending on, again, how many nails you hit. But that's the difference in the quality of the blade, yeah. So roughly about 30% longer wear. And you'll find that the price points, and challenge Josh, the price points are really competitive to really what else is in the market. So, but like if you think, when we did the summary on the blades for the plunge saw and the compound miter saws, the same process. If you don't have the right blade for the application, maybe the teeth are too fine, not coarse enough, Japanese tooth, to a bimetal, again, if you haven't got the right blade, you're not going to actually get the best effect or result from that particular blade for that application. So, and the same process comes down to diamond renovation and grinding and so forth as well. So.